Welcome.
Hi, everybody. We're back. Yes, you thought you got rid of us?
Culture, commerce, conversation. We're still here.
We're still here. You did not. You did not get rid of us.
There's a lot of things to discuss.
And we are getting into it today because we are in Black History Month.
One of the best months.
One of the best months.
February this month is cool. There's like 4 of everything.
Yes.
It started on a Sunday, ends on a Saturday. You get 4 Fridays. So like it's a really good month if you're into that.
Absolutely.
Like getting your life together, sticking to something. You could do it in this month.
You certainly can.
As a homage to our ancestors.
Absolutely.
Our ancestors.
And because you get 4 Fridays, because you get 4 of everything, even though it's a short month, you still get a lot of time to hang out, a time to educate yourself on different things. So yeah, I love the fact that we get 4 of everything. I love it.
Yeah.
I love that. How is your Black History Month going?
So far, so good. You know, a little snow. We got snowed in.
Did we ever?
Yeah, I'm not sure how your streets are doing, but I almost slid on some ice this morning, survived. Shot some content in the snow.
Oh, nice.
But I'm enjoying it. You know, I live in PA because I enjoy the winters sometimes.
Yeah.
I like a little snow. But we've already kicked things off. Topics Tuesday last night.
Yeah.
Was very much a Black in the Burg experience. We watched the end of City Council and then played back some hot clips from last night.
I heard it was spicy.
It was a little tea. I don't know if you guys know, but you can watch even after the fact. City Council's meetings, they meet weekly on Tuesday evening. So if you can't make it down in person, it's one of those great ways, just like watching our podcast, tuning in with Dr. K and I. You can tune in with the council members and the many issues. There were a lot of people that came to speak, which I appreciate. The public comment section the most. If you're looking for the highlights, I say skip to that.
Oh, 100%. Public comment is quite interesting.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. So...
But yeah, it's super good, super exciting. So Black in the Burg, we were at the co-working space, Culture and Commerce Co-working for Topics Tuesday, and a perk that co-working space, Culture and Commerce Co-working, is offering to YPOC members exclusively is free Friday co-working space Fridays in February. So come hang out with your peers, with other creatives, young professionals, a lot of work from homers, especially Fridays. Y'all get those flex days. Listen, you don't got to be cooped up.
That's amazing.
You know, a little stir crazy from all those days in the house with snow. I know folks got cooped up with their kids because kids was home
People was
too.
going crazy.
So take a little day, spend it in the city around some other creatives.
They should be back in school learning.
Yes.
Okay.
No more FID days, them FID days they came up with. So yeah, free co-working space every Friday for YPOC members, which is a small investment into yourself and the community. I suggest you get one.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elise, for offering that to YPOC members. If you're not a member of YPOC, you should definitely join. We have a lot of great things coming up this month that we're going to talk about in a moment for Black History Month. My Black History Month is always great because I celebrate my anniversary every single February on February the 2nd.
Did y'all choose to get married in Black History Month?
Absolutely did.
Okay.
We chose to get married in Black History Month. Shout out to my husband, Basir Vincent. Happy anniversary 2 days ago. All right.
Shout out to y'all. Happy anniversary.
10 years,
Woo!
which is crazy.
Black love.
I just don't know where the time went. You know what I mean? But here we are. Yeah, we always celebrate our anniversary in Black History Month. We are 3/4 first generation American, which is always interesting. So we are always going back and forth between Trinidad and the United States for our anniversaries. So we got married in Trinidad and Tobago in Black History Month. It's also carnival season in Trinidad, so it was a no-brainer for us. Like February is obviously the month. Okay. And so this year, every other year we're in Trinidad. So last year we were in Trinidad for number 9. Oh, sorry. That's my history. So 10 years ago we were in Trinidad for number 9. Or for number 1. Last year we were in Trinidad for number 9. So we've always gone on those different years. And we will be, and this year we just stayed local, went to the spa, relaxed, slept. We had big plans. I was going to put on a dress and take pictures. It's 10. We didn't do any of that. we just relaxed.
Good for you. Good for you.
So it was great.
A decade. Congratulations.
So happy Black History Month to us.
Cheers.
And yeah, so the next thing that I want us to talk about is we are actually celebrating the 100th anniversary of Black History Month, which started as Negro History Week 100 years ago. And there's a lot of great information on this. One of the places I like to point people to if they want to learn more is the National Museum of African American History and Culture, their website, NMACCH. No, I got that wrong. That's a lie. Just look up the National Museum of African American History and Culture, but it's the letter NMAAHC.SI.edu because it is a Smithsonian. For as long as we can have it, keep it. It is still a Smithsonian museum. So we're very excited about that. So it's a century of Black history commemorations. For 100 years, the nation has recognized the achievements and contributions of Black Americans and their place in American history during the month of February. In 1926, Woodson established the first Negro History Week, aligning it with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass to highlight African American contributions to society. So that is a little bit of our history and where it comes from. And each week on the museum webpage, they're going to be going through different points of history and how you can be connected to that. The first one is about the fearless exodus stirs, establishing sites of comfort and prosperity at the close of the American Civil War, and how Black folks were, and soldiers and Black business owners and entrepreneurs were very involved in what that looked like post Civil War. So very interesting, and I always like to ground it in that history. Because it's really important.
It's important, yeah.
It's really important.
Gives me chills, honestly, just thinking about quantifying that number 100, right? 100 years. Most people don't live that long. So the amount of individuals who are still here today that that history is more palpable. But then the youngest individuals, right? Some young people came to Topics Tuesday yesterday, some Gen Zers, I think. And then, they had just came from a protest that was happening at the Capitol, and they're just that perspective of like having never been involved, right? We talked about the Rodney King era of protesting for Black people, and now it's very much more Black and brown conversations with the most recent ICE-related things, right? So just thinking about that evolution, and it's a long time, but not so much, actually.
But not so much. Like, it's a long time, but really is it? And one of the things I love to talk about for Black History Month is Basir's grandmother, rest in peace, Louise Dear Williams. Dear died. Dia transitioned from her earthly form in August. And this is literally a month before she turned 104. So she lived to be 103. So literally, she would have also been very active right now, celebrating 100 years of Black history. She grew up, Black History Month, she grew up in Alabama. She was a part of the Great Migration to the Midwest.
Okay.
She had her children in Brooklyn, New York. Between the Midwest and Brooklyn, New York, she settled in Brooklyn, New York. She has so much Black history, so much of a history of activism. And I always think about her when I think about how Basir is, how his mom is, how his aunt is, a lot of his family, how his cousins are. A lot of his family is very steeped in this celebration of Blackness and of Black contributions and of Black excellence and all these things. So I love talking about Dia for Black history, because she was literally living, walking Black history. Could tell you about watching how the trains changed over as she took the train from the south to the north and crossing the Mason-Dixon line, how it went from segregation to integration, and what that was like. And just living through that, literally in real time, living through that history.
Listen, y'all, if y'all take anything away from all of our Black History Month talk today, please take the time to celebrate it in your home, with your family, especially with the elderest of the eldest that you have access to.
For sure.
The younger you are, it's even more important. I think that my grounding for Black History Month is very much the same. Yeah. And the stories told in our home with my grandparents, their direct and very personal experience and journey through it. And you know, we get to take what we can from that, and we're making our own history in real time. We're making our own history.
That's right. So yeah, so that's a little bit about it. There are every site that you could think of is having some doing exposés and different events. Black Enterprise has events all around the country, from Atlanta to Chicago to California. BuzzFeed, Black BuzzFeed has become affectionately known. Seasoned BuzzFeed has an article on the roots of Black History Month going all the way back to 1897. And it highlights a Black woman, Mary Church Terrell, who was an activist and educator, helped create and organize Frederick Douglass Day. The celebration's goal was to spread awareness and study the life of the legendary abolitionist and orator. Douglass's chosen birthday is February the 14th.
Chosen birthday.
Did you know that? Because I had no idea.
I didn't
and
know.
So Terrell centered the holiday on that day. And then 20 years later, in 1915, historian D. Carter G. Woodson helped create the then titled Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, known as the Association for the Study of African American Life and History now. The organization's goal was to teach and preserve Black history. And Dr. Woodson is the second Black person to receive a PhD from Harvard University after W.E. Du Bois. So in 1926, Dr. Woodson and the ASALH created Negro History Week, the precursor to Black History Month. The week-long celebration and education event took place from February 9th to February 16th, coinciding with Frederick Douglass Day, also his birthday. And 50 years later, President Ford established a presidential message recognizing Black History Month after a push by Black educators, activists, and grassroots movements. The expansion from 1 week to 1 month occurred at a time when the civil rights movement was pushing for greater formal education about Black history. So that's the legacy that we are following, right? We always believe there's got to be more education about Black history, especially because of the climate that we're in. We just saw the there was some national signage and monuments in Philadelphia that were stripped that talked about slavery. That just happened a week ago at the direction of the current administration. So at a time when Black history is being purposely erased from so many places in our country, especially at the federal level, it is our duty and our honor to highlight what Black history means to us, how Black history covers the world and touches all corners of the globe, and how Black people are the blueprint, right? for especially Black Americans. Black Americans are the blueprint for what happens with Blackness all over the world. And it's, as a first generation American, it is a heritage that I'm proud to step into, and it is a heritage that I'm happy to carry on. So, with that said, we have celebrations to talk about. It's our duty and our honor. Like it's an honor, a duty and an honor.
Yeah. But
we have celebrations to talk about because we have a plethora of things for Black History Month. Drum roll, please. Black in the Burg. If you are Black and you live in Harrisburg and the surrounding areas, boy, do we have celebrations for you. We have everything coming up. YPOC, Culture and Co., and other entities, the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus, one of our partners, Affordable Pennsylvania, another one of our partners. We are all coming together, plus others are coming together to do some amazing offerings for Black History Month.
Yes.
So let's get into it.
And even if you're not as melanin as we are blessed to be, you know what I mean? It's a party.
It's a party.
And
and you should come.
Yeah, you should come. You're supposed to come.
Black history is American history.
Yeah.
So it is everyone's history, which I think is a really important point. I I've also been doing a series on the page. It's basically just a Black History Month series that highlights contemporary change makers, Black and brown, Black, particularly Black, but Black and Hispanic. Some of them are also Hispanic, also Black change makers in the United States. And one of them is Professor Nicole Hannah-Jones. And she talks about why she made the 1619 Project. And she basically was like, well, I wanted to turn, she goes, if you look through the annals of history, there's always this question of what's wrong with the Negro, what's wrong with Black people, what's wrong with them, why can't they like get it together, what's wrong with Black folks? And her whole point to the 1619 Project was to gather all these voices and all of these different perspectives to show there's nothing wrong with Black people at all. As a matter of fact, Black people make up the very DNA of this country, and there's nobody more quintessentially American than Black people. And for that reason, centering the history, not taking Black folks, Black history out of the curriculum, making it elective. The quote I quoted for her is, "You cannot understand the history of this country without understanding the history of Black people."
Mic drop.
So, anyway.
Black in the Burg, y'all. We in it. We in there. And it's exciting. It is inspiring and motivating. So some things happening all month long. I already mentioned the free co-working space at Culture and Commerce Co-working. That is specific for YPOC members, but I know that the Alphas, the fraternity, are doing a series of meetups each week. They've highlighted, if you look at their social media, I think their handle is Harrisburg Alphas. They are highlighting Black-owned businesses each week. So let's all congregate our dollars, right? Yes. A lot of this is about economics, is about preservation. And every dollar this month you freaking spend.
That's right.
I need you to be thinking really hard about where you're spending it.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Facts.
So free co-working space. Consider spending one of your flex days, work from home days at Culture and Commerce Co-working, which is a Black-owned co-working space. Topics Tuesdays are continued experience every Tuesday. We're talking about all things Black in the Burg.
Absolutely.
At, again, Culture and Commerce Co-working. Every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. And there's a little poli-sci in that, too, because we do tailgate. It's like a tailgate party, really, except for it's after.
Yeah.
Why is it called tailgating when it's in the beginning? But anywho, it's the post party, after party to both city council meetings and school board meetings.
Literally.
So pull up on a Tuesday evening, bring a drink, bring a snack, bring a friend.
Which has been our motto for like years, and it works really well. Bring something to share too. Like, don't just come with your own drink. Come with like a drink for you and one other person.
Yes, at least one. Okay. So we've had a break. There's so many things to do this month.
There really is.
So we had to break things down into 3 different parts. So Black News Beat is another recurring situation, experience that I'm telling you, it's one of those small gems, like one of those hole in the wall type of things that you would stumble upon in another city that people love to say Harrisburg doesn't offer, but we do. Black News Beat.
And we do.
And she does. Black News Beat. And it's not just her voice. So you'll hear other voices and perspectives and opinions.
Yeah.
On, again, more people that you just didn't realize were doing things, who had motion here in our city. 100%. And you got some different locations this month. Some different days. I like the Friday.
Days.
So tell us, Black News Beat, where and when this month?
So this month, on Friday, we're going to be at Open Stage at the Cabaret Stage.
The 6th.
The 6th. It is our first we have 3 Black History episodes this month. We might have one
special.
more.
Ooh.
Right? So, which is fancy. And this Friday, we're doing conversations with 2 of our trendsetters and change makers here in Harrisburg. One being Dee Hill. Dee is the principal, proprietor, owner of Keystone Services. And they do a lot of cool things around the region. And we'll be introducing a really exciting project that she's working on right here in the Harrisburg region, the greater Harrisburg region. And we'll also have Jazz of A Hint of Jazz, Jasmine Slaughter. And she will be on talking about her work in the region and her recent award she won for working with Juneteenth HBG last year. Okay. So very exciting. And a great way to kick off Black History Month with 2 amazing Black women in our community. And then on the 11th, we'll be at a brand new location. We'll be at Capital City Music Hall. Shout out to Justin Browning. We'll be in the basement.
It's on 2nd Street.
That's right, 2nd Street. We'll be in the basement at the small stage.
Okay.
Very cute.
I haven't even been to the basement.
And we're going to have Keita P as a special guest. So excited about that. And we're going to be talking with one of my favorite Black icons in the Harrisburg region, Shabaka DJ Bach Reeves. And we're going to be talking about his work and all the amazing things he's been doing, and how he made Black history, how he's made and has been making Black history here in the region. Ooh. And on the 25th, we have another episode at Capital City Music Hall, and we may have one more, one of my favorite coffee shops in the region, so stay tuned for that.
Looking forward to it.
Something a little earlier in the morning.
It's a cute little date night outing, even like a selfie thing to do, because there's not forced mingling there. You can kind of go sit in the show. It's a live show, like just like we're here today, but chairs in the audience. So
you can sit in there. You can sit in the audience with friends. You can make friends. People usually make friends.
Yeah.
Or you can just sit and chill in the corner if you want and don't talk to anyone and just enjoy the show. It's really fun. But people usually make friends. Yeah.
Black Black News Beat.
The 11th and the 25th.
Perfect. Topics Tuesday, Black News Beat. They're going on all week. Yep. A big banger. Definitely top 2 events, I'd say, to make sure you must attend, is the Juneteenth HBG kickoff event.
Yes, big time.
So many people are asking what's happening for Juneteenth this year, where, when, who, how much. We're going to tell you. You're going to be told Thursday, February 12th, from 6 to 7:30 p.m. at Strawberry Square, right in the atrium, right when you walk in, that central area of the stage and everything. We're taking it over. Shout out to Harristown Enterprises, who is sponsoring the space. Shout out to Young Professionals of Color, again, YPOC. Shout out to all sponsors who have cut a check, whether it was $50 or $50,000, to make that event happen. Because you know what Juneteenth is doing? It's doing Black History Month all year long. It's doing Black History Month in June. It's doing Black in the Burg. All of these installations. So you're going to meet the sponsors. You're going to meet the creatives, the influencers. You're going to meet the leaders, the YPOC team, other YPOC members. So make sure you're at the kickoff.
Absolutely.
February 12th.
And we're going to have some special activations as well. We don't want to tell you what they are.
There will be food. Jazzy Good Eats is catering.
Jazzy Good Eats is catering. We're going to have special performances. We're going to have some folks there who want to highlight what we're doing.
We haven't done a kickoff like this before.
We have not.
I'm just telling you.
We have not.
I'm just saying.
So you should definitely be in the building for that.
It's free.
And it's free, okay? And it's one of our nicer events. Some people complain that we don't have food at all of our events. I understand, because I'm always ready to eat something too. You understand? But this one is where we will get some very nice eats. I mean, come on. We got to show out for Black History Month.
All the events we've listed so far are free.
Yeah.
So don't come
also
for us.
That.
Yeah.
Don't be like, I can't make it because it costs something, because it doesn't.
Right. Okay, so that's Thursday the 12th. Yep. After that, the next one to mark on your calendar is actually in Carlisle. Are there Black people in Carlisle? Yes, there are.
Yes, there are.
Okay, there are Black people everywhere, first of all.
Shout out to Rajette Harris.
Shout out to Rajette and
New Hope Station.
New Hope Station, who has been the Black hub for folks in Carlisle.
Yes.
Socially and professionally, business, etc. So they are having a major cultural festival that Saturday. There's going to be vendors. You can go for all our small business owners, Juneteenth vendors. If you're looking to for vending opportunities in February, that's one of them. Go ahead and sign up. Pay for your space there at the Carlisle Black Cultural Festival, February 14th. Then, that's a Saturday. We're back into the week with the Topics Tuesday. There's another marketplace vendor event, again, downtown Harrisburg at Culture and Commerce Co-working, called Black Marketplace. And that's a double header. It's going to be Friday the 20th and Saturday the 21st.
That's exciting.
Friday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., late night shopping vibes, music, DJ. And then on Saturday from 12 to 5, come shop, local Black-owned businesses. Food, we'll have some caterers there selling plates. Again, more vibes, music, some artists. So super excited for that. It's indoors because it's cold, right? So these are all, again, free things, even cultural Carlisle's festival is also free to attend.
Yeah, free to attend. And there'll be vendor. They're going to have over 50 vendors there.
Yeah. So what I need for everyone to do is only buy black this month.
Period.
There is plenty of opportunity to do it. Yep. I get everyone can't do it all the time. And this isn't just black dollars, right? I'm talking about every dollar. If you're watching this video, I'm talking about your dollars.
It's yours that we want to see every in the black community. Okay. Oh my God. We want to see that. Thank you.
Okay. So that's the Black Marketplace happening at Culture and Commerce Co-working. It's a La Cultura event. Vendors there. A social event is on the 21st for the gals, the Galentines.
Yes.
Called Her Playlist. So it's a curated event of some karaoke vibes. I believe there's going to be food and drinks, some games. Very much kickback, cutesy, girly for the girls. Her Playlist. That is not a free event. You do need a ticket, but it's gonna be cute.
And where's that one?
Also at Culture and Commerce Co-working
Space
downtown Harrisburg. Saturday evening when the parking's free on the 21st. All right, now for the finale, the last round of events going down in Black in the Burg for your Black in the Burg experience. We are collaborating. There's a collaboration happening that has always happened. The classic event is Movies in Melanin.
Yep.
I know that one of the movies being shown is super local. Are we announcing that?
Yeah, we're going to do the documentary for the only Mr. Lenwood Sloan.
Amen.
And
my little heart.
Yeah, I don't know if the community, I think it's gotten around by now, but in December, Mr. Sloan transitioned from his earthly realm, and there's been probably 3 or 4 different memorials since then. A lot of folks are looking for something big, and the family is planning things. He's had stuff down in New Orleans where he's from, and we will be showing that documentary. Additionally, just look out for other ways to honor him as the months go on. We will be honoring him for Juneteenth as well. He's going to be a big part of our presentation along with the past players of whom he was a part. If you look at the Burg this month, there's an article dedicated to him, and he is in front of the Juneteenth HBG backdrop. Because he was a very integral part of how Juneteenth HBG got started, how I learned the history to how to talk about and situate. Integral
in shaping what it means 100%. To be Black in the Burg, right? When we talk 100%. About being Black in the Burg.
And really pulling that history out, getting the 8th Ward statue memorial up, just so many things. So a great loss to our community, but we're going to celebrate him every chance we get.
Yes.
Going forward.
Yes. Whew, so that's Movies in Melanin. When you see Movies in Melanin, come. It's not going to be free, but very minimal costs. Yeah. And who doesn't love a super Black movie?
And shout out to Midtown Cinema.
Yeah, for the collaboration.
Yeah, for the collab. We appreciate you guys so much.
What's next here at the end of the month? More Topics Tuesday and Black News Beat. And then this, to me, is the second banger of the month.
Banger. Oh, yeah.
We are... YPOC always hosts a happy hour the last Thursday of every month. We are turning it up a bit. It's a turned up happy hour at the Capitol in the Rotunda. Again, that central area when you first walk in. For a Black History Month reception.
Yes.
And that is a collaborative effort with our Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus and
Affordable Pennsylvania.
Yes. And Young Professionals of Color.
Yep.
So talk about getting stuff done. I truly can see those players collaboratively coming together and making strides, right? We often see folks in in positions of leadership who can't seem to collaborate in a productive and efficient capacity.
Yeah.
But seeing teams like these come together,
Absolutely.
Affordable PA, Young Professionals of Color, and Legislative Black Caucus members, that to me sounds like something can get done.
Absolutely. And this reception is special because we are partnering with the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus, we are partnering with Affordable Pennsylvania. YPOC has been doing Black history programming for eight or 9 years. I think the year after our birthday, we started doing this. We started doing Black in the Burg. We've been, we does this. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing it. So this one is like kind of basically a crowning jewel in all our hard work. We're turning 10 this year, right? YPOC turns 10. And to see this beautiful, big Black history reception coming together, the tagline on it is, of course, celebrating 100 years of Black History Month, but also defining the agenda for Black working families in Pennsylvania.
Yes.
We are Black in this current climate. We all know the climate. Do I have to go through the climate? Watch the Black News Beat for the climate, because I'm going to be going through the climate, all right? Right now in this country, we know that who gets hit first and hardest are minority families, particularly Black families, right? I know you've heard the stats. Black women, who a lot of whom are breadwinners in their homes, something between 700,000 and 1 million jobs lost in the last 13 months. This hits Black families hard, especially Black families that are single-parent households or multi-generational Black families where one person is the breadwinner in the home, particularly in that scenario, Black women. So when you have 700 to 1 million Black women losing their jobs, what does that mean for the trajectory of our families? What does that mean for the trajectory of affordability for families? What does that mean for our seniors, our Black seniors? What does it mean? And what does that look like going forward? How do we protect our Black and brown families who can be a bellwether for issues to come down the road, right? When you see 700 Black women losing their jobs, this doesn't mean that this is happening in an isolated way. So how do we come together? How do we plan? How do we organize in our communities to protect our working families? And not just the middle class, because middle class can mean a lot of different things to a lot of people. When we're talking about working families and 700,000 Black women losing their jobs in the last 13 months, we got to figure out a plan. So let's come together and talk about that. There will be food, there will be drinks, there will be special programming, there will be speakers. Izzy Smith-Waddell, a rep out of Lancaster, has already committed to speaking, and we have a couple more folks that we'll be adding to that roster. And we are really thankful to be working with April V. Ash. Shout out to April. She's the executive director of the Pennsylvania Legislative Black Caucus. And she has been a wonderful resource to YPOC over the years.
Agreed.
We're just happy I'm always happy when I get to work with April.
I'm happy that we have access to our legislators.
Absolutely. And she makes sure that we have access to our legislators.
Does.
I really appreciate that about her. So please, and Affordable PA, the Campaign for a Family-Friendly Economy, it's a project under the CFFE, and Affordable PA is all about, one, holding particularly Scott Perry accountable for his votes, how he has voted. He is our elected official, whether people like it or not. Right now, he is still our elected official. And he just recently voted again to not extend the Affordable Care Act subsidies. He just voted on that. He just voted against that again. He votes against our seniors, our veterans, our families all the time. And we have to hold him accountable to that.
Yeah.
As our elected official, not as somebody who's running for office, not as a candidate, not as a politician, but as somebody who we hire to do a job that he is not doing.
Yeah. I don't know, that word duty you said earlier really sticks out for me for this month. It can be, let that be your North Star in February, regardless again of what your personal level of melanin. Let duty drive your capacity, your time, the dollars you spend. Let it be in honor of celebrating and centering Black History Month. But you mentioned Lancaster, folks coming from Lancaster, so folks are coming into Harrisburg, but we can also go out. We mentioned talking about getting into Carlisle. Another Black History Month that we suggest you get in a train or car for is head to Lancaster at the end of this month for what we're calling the finale Black Excellence Awards Gala, hosted by the African American Lancaster. Word.
African American Lancaster Cultural Alliance.
Cultural Alliance. They do a lot of things, a ton of things, really. I'm sure if I was more based in Lancaster, I'd be more involved with them myself. But, you know, I love to say it every episode. Join a community. That is a community that's doing things. They're honoring folks. A whole series of folks representing Black excellence who are getting awards and trophies and things. And we got to give a round of applause for Dr. K, who is one of those award recipients. Yes. Mm-hmm. If you needed an extra motivation or incentive to head to that gala.
Yes.
I have a dress picked out, and I just got to grab my ticket to go. Or get the fits together if you need your Black History Month fit. Because you will.
Because we got things to go to.
The fashion, the mix, match, prints and things. Come on.
We got things to go to all month, as you could see. You know,
yeah. So we outside again. Harrisburg has plenty of things to do.
And we're outside in the winter. Like,
in the winter, outside. All seasons, because we get all 4 seasons.
We get all of them.
So go run and tell that. There is plenty to do. There might not be businesses that are lasting forever, but we're going to find an event. We're going to do a pop-up. Yes, we are. Somebody's going to be hosting something.
Somebody's doing something.
Who's all going to be there?
Are you going to be there? Because you should be there. Are you going to be there? Come on now. But yes, a shout out to the African American Cultural Alliance in Lancaster for sure. They hit me up and they were like, "We're honoring you. Do you accept?" I'm like, yes, if I'm not in Trinidad, and I wasn't going to be in Trinidad. I was like, yes, if I'm in the country. They're honoring 6 people. Shout out to Reverend Edward Bailey. Shout out to Robert Simpson. Shout out to Blanding Watson. Shout out to Marshall Snively. Aren't these names like super regal? Shout out to Jordan Steffi. This is a great cast, a great lineup of honorees. And so it's going to be at the Eden Resort and Grand Ballroom. The tickets are $85 now. They were $65 until February 1st. But everyone has been hitting me up like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is probably one of the best events. I can't believe that you're getting honored. This is such an honor. And I am super excited about it. Yeah. But yeah, if you haven't been to the Eden Resort in Lancaster, I liken it to our very own, their very own, like if you've been to like a Hershey property, Hershey Resort, very nice, very ritzy, very glam. And it feels like you're stepping into like an oasis. It's very nice. Yeah. So definitely
a vibe.
Definitely check that out. And thank you for supporting me and the YPOC by being there, because that's what it does. It helps raise our profile. And
Harrisburg got to represent, man.
Harrisburg got to represent. And I think I'm one of the only people from Harrisburg that's getting honored there as well.
I love that. I love that for us, for our city, put on.
Yep.
But yeah, folks in New York City go Staten Island to the Bronx. Like, it's a little trip, but that's like Lancaster and York is to Harrisburg, Carlisle even. We could carpool, comment if you're going to be there, but
it takes the same amount of time to get from Harrisburg to Lancaster as it does on the Amtrak as it does to get from Brooklyn to the Bronx, basically. Yeah,
so it's just a little train.
Just get on the train. Yeah.
I'm here for it. I'm excited. I'm excited for there to be so much to do, so many options. I'm not sure I'm going to be at 100% of the things.
At least you're not going to be at 100% of the things. You're going to be taking naps sometimes. In between the naps and resting.
I'm going to do my best because I am just so proud, and not just of myself, but like of a city that does celebrate month-long celebrations like Black History Month. And being Black in the Burg is such a pillar and a reason to live in this city, because there is so much. It's an enriching community of different groups, different organizations, with different initiatives. But being Black and being in the Burg is for sure a part of the story that we're excited to tell.
All right, so let's quick recap.
Okay.
We have Culture and Commerce Co-working Free Fridays in February.
Yep.
All right, Free Fridays in February. We have Black News Beat 6, 11, and 25, actually. The 6th at Open Stage, 11 and 25 at Capital City Music Hall. We have Topics Tuesday every Tuesday. During Black History Month, and that's been a vibe this whole time. And then we have our Juneteenth kickoff. We have
on the 12th.
On the 12th, we have on the 14th, we have Hope Station's
Cultural Festival
at the Carlisle Expo Center. And then we have
the Marketplace.
Yep, Marketplace.
Black
on the
Marketplace.
20th and 21st?
20th and 21st.
At Culture & Co.
A La
Cultura event.
A La Cultura.
We have
Saturday night, Her Playlist, Galentine's event, also at Culture and Commerce Co-working.
Very cute, Galentine's. And then on the 26th, the 26th.
Our Movies in Melanin
That's right.
Should be happening on the 22nd and 24th.
Sorry. Movies in Melanin, 22nd and 24th at Midtown Cinema.
And 26th.
At the Capitol Rotunda, our Black History Month reception celebrating 100 years and defining the Black working families agenda in Pennsylvania.
Finale, Black Excellence Awards Gala, the 27th, the next day, in Lancaster.
At the Eden Resort. Yep. Look at that.
Oh, you're welcome.
Isn't that amazing? I may have boshed up some of those, but listen, go onto the onto the Facebook page. We're gonna put them up on the website. We've got flyers out. We got everything.
Yeah.
This is all for you, all for the community, and we're celebrating Blackness. It's just like the mission of the YPOC. It's to create culture for the Black and Brown professional collective, and anyone who's interested in that should come. Black, white, or indifferent. Same thing with Black History Month. It's for Black people, and if you want to celebrate Black history, your history that's centered around Black people, you should come, no matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are.
It doesn't. Yeah, we're excited. They're accessible. Most of the events are free.
Yeah.
So we'll see you. We'll see you at one of these, Jones. Yeah. But let us know if we missed any. Feel free to let us know.
Because we know the city is replete with events. The region, there's so many great Black History events going on.
For sure.
And I'm gonna do my best to get to all of them, as many as I can.
4 Fridays, 4 Saturdays, 4 Sundays.
Yes.
Let's go. We outside.
Let's do it.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, we started on a Sunday and we're ending on a Saturday, which is pretty lit.
I love it.
So, but yes, this is River City Vibe.
This is our 7th episode.
It is, which one?
7.
7 is the number of completion. So that is very nice. And I feel like we're getting our sea legs underneath us. And in Black History Month, we want you to, vibe. We want you to vibe with all the events, with all the history, celebrating this 100 years, and really feel comfortable in that, even in this political and social climate. This cultural social climate is very tough, but we're here. We're not going anywhere. We're here to persist. We're here to educate. We're here to have fun. We're here to vibe, right? Especially here in the River City. And don't forget to spend your Black dollars, your money with
where you go.
Black
and
business.
Stay tuned for the next one. More culture, commerce, and conversations.
Oh yeah. We'll see you guys soon.
See you guys.
Bye.